Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 48 of the Road to the Top series. I am Stay Toasty. And as you can probably see, we've had a very tough start to the season. You saw us lose 1-4 to Marítimo. We lost 2-4 to Moreirense and 1-4 to Porto. Now, to allow 4 goals in each game is not a good look whatsoever. We changed up the tactic a little bit, a little more defensive now. Hopefully it'll work today, but these games are not representative of what I want from us. No, I don't think. I think we went up 1-0 1-0, and I thought, okay, this is us. This is what I want to see. And then, they scored within the same minute. They went up 2-1. Then we had a player sent off, Vander Hayden. Very, very pissed off about that. We ended up going 2-2, and then they scored 2 goals to kind of finish us off. As you can see, the stats-wise, we weren't that far off. We were okay. But just something's not right in this team. Defensively, we're not good. So I put our ball-winning midfielder back on defend. Hopefully that'll help us a little bit. And we're also going back to counter. So that's what we're going to be playing with today. As far as this game, I don't think... Obviously, it's a bad result to lose 4-1. But it is a Porto team. We're away from home. There's only so much that we can expect from a team like this. I mean, they had a penalty early. We blocked it, but they got the rebound. So, for the likes of Memphis Depay, Rumenev, she's probably one of the best young center midfielders in the game. Bazoer is a great center back, young center back in this game. So they have some great players. So, obviously we're always going to struggle with that. But we need to continue to, work. We've obviously started off the season in a very bad way. But, it's early. We're bottom of the table, obviously. I have the worst goal differential. But I think we can still... I'm making it seem like it's already done. We lost 6 games last year. Obviously, it's a different beast being in the first division now, but we can't worry about that. We're still early in the season. We can make tactical changes. If playing our formation right now is still not defensive enough, we can bring the players back a little bit. There's still a lot of options for us. This is we still have our other formation. Maybe if we're going after the game, we could change that. But this is what we're really going to go with today. Putting Silva back on support, putting a center mid, not box to box, just a more center mid, have them moving back and forth. I think will help us a bit. Because box to box, box to box and ball winning are very similar players. Ball winning field, but they spring attacks. They come deep. They get the ball and they just run forward. I think center mid being a little more, just staying in one place will help us a lot. So this might not be the lineup we're going with today. This is just so you guys can see what we're doing with what we're looking at right now as far as formation. Now, as far as incoming transfers, not much. We sold the likes of Dembele, Lulic. Like I said last time, he was on ridiculous amount of wages that I forgot completely about. I sold him. We're playing a little bit of wages, but not anything close to where we were. Dembele, they came in with a great offer. I had to let him go. Fernandes is a left back we have on the B team. Good player. Put him out on loan. Bernardinho was our young striker that was on the B team. We sent him out. Torino came in with a good offer for him for a player that hasn't Hasn't played for us yet. I think he's only 17. 17, a 16-year-old. So 170,000 euros for a 16-year-old striker is great. Mosqueda, our backup goalkeeper, out. He was never going to play for us. He was never developed in anything. Sergio, young right back, he went out on loan. As far as ins, we brought in Ricard Castro, who's a young center back. Looks like a solid player. Hopefully, he'll be able to help out our defense a little bit. Doesn't have great marking and tackling stats, but has some great concentration, makes good decisions, good positioning, good heading, good strength. So he'll be able to knock people off the ball, and he'll be in good positions. We brought in Alexander, a young attacking midfielder. Very good player. Just in case Silva goes on, Silva has been very good for us, but is inconsistent. So if we need to bring in somebody to be a little more creative, we have him as an option. And we also brought in Alvaro Montero, who's a goalkeeper. Another Montero. We got rid of one, we brought in another. Obviously, because we got rid of João Mosqueda. We brought in Montero because I wanted another backup goalkeeper that was a little bit better than Mosqueda. So Mosqueda was not needed anymore, so that's why he left. So not any players that are gonna go straight into the first team. I mean, Ricardo Castro, who is Portuguese actually. I think so he's gonna be a good player for us. Hopefully he'll be starting. I don't know. It seems like Quintilla has been the weaker link of him and Diniz Almeida, so I might give Castro a game today in the place of Quintilla, but we'll see. But not really much as far as ins and outs, guys. I'm sure you guys maybe wanted some more movement, but this is all we can really do right now. Again, we have a big transfer budget, but when I'm looking for players, I'm trying to look for young players. I don't want to build a team full of older players that are experienced, but they'll be good for a season. And then we just spent a few thousand euros for a player that's on the outs, and it's hard to attract. We have the transfer budget, but it doesn't matter if you don't have the ability to attract players in. And the players that were available to us just didn't seem interested in joining. We're not able to attract the type of players that we could bring in with the budget that we have. They just didn't want to come. But that being said, I think we have the squad. I think we just need to figure out a tactic that works for us in this division. Maybe a little bit more of a defensive tactic. Hopefully that'll help. But we're going to figure that out. It's going to take some time. We've started off the season badly. But, Ricardo Castro's injured, so I guess he's not getting his debut today. Sorry, guys. But I think we have some players here. I think it's just about finding the right formation that allows them to express themselves and show off the ability they have. Now we have a game against Gondomar today, so let's look into the schedule. Look at the lineup and see who we're going to play with today. Alright, guys. So this is our lineup today. Pretty typical. Van der Hayden is back after his red card. The back four, pretty typical for what we're going to have. Ricardo Costa may get a start soon, but when he's back from injury. Devo, Silva, Litka, they haven't really been the problem. They've been okay for this division. I'm not expecting to have the season they had last year, the likes of Silva and Litka. But we'll see. And the Paredes been not good at all up top. But our backup, Artur, has scored a goal off the bench, but he doesn't have the conditioning yet. And Lysenko has been injured, so he doesn't have the ability to play today. So this is going to be our lineup. So hopefully we can put out a better performance today. We'll see. Actually, let's change. Let's do more of a defensive center backs here, just to make sure we're at our best defensively. Hopefully, we can get a result today. Who we have to give squad numbers to? Montero. Sorry, Montero, you're not gonna get your preferred. Let's give Michael Nate has 20. That's weird. That's fine, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough game today. On the Mater, a mid-table team. I believe they got promoted 2 seasons ago, so it's not gonna be easy. You know, we need to prove that we deserve to be here. Silva's been good so far. You know, he's been scoring goals. Unfortunately, our defense has been so horrific that it hasn't even mattered. You know, it's hard to score games when you're losing, you know, 4-2, 4-1. You know, it sounds pretty sad, but if we were to not lose and if we were not to allow 4 goals today, I'd be a little bit happy. Looks like I have a highlight here. Quintilla falls to Paredes. Paredes. Oh, and it's a deflection. We take the lead here. It's gonna be an own goal. Litka took the shot. Hit Vasconcelos for the goal. Let's look at it. I mean, ball in, falls to Paredes. Paredes finds Litka here in the middle. Litka found a little bit of space. Took the shot. It might have been going on target. Unfortunate for him to not get the goal still. But yeah, it goes off Vasconcelos and goes in. And we're up 1-0. This is probably the longest we've had a lead so far because the lead we had against Moreirense was gone within a minute. So happy to see that. We're not really holding the ball at all, but we're on the counterattack, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Defensively, we're holding up well so far, which is what we needed because our defense has been horrid in the game so far. We're actually getting some shots off. You know, we're playing pretty well. Not getting a lot of, you know, not playing amazingly, but I should just shut up. Maddie Keita makes it, yeah, it's kind of Keita, it's Keita, but I'm just going to go with that. Van der Hayden completely just took a kick out and just completely whiffs. Defensively, not great. He finds space there. I think we've been the better team based on the stats so far. Silva here finds Paredes. Does not find Paredes, actually. Vasconcelos was right there. Good job by our goalkeeper, Saulo, and lucky to not be scored upon there. They've had 2 clear-cut chances so far. We haven't had one. We can't seem to complete a pass at all, which is weird because we're holding possession. Maybe I think our players are just kind of running with it. We might have to change the tactic some if we're not able to complete a pass. That's gonna put we're gonna have to change the good another good block there by Saulo, our goalkeeper. What can we do here? What can we do here? Be more expressive is fine. Dribble less. We're not passing the ball, so I don't think that'll work at all. Shorter. It's gonna be tough. I'm really unsure. Let's go fairly narrow, maybe a little bit. That'll help a little bit. Give us some more space. Because being right next to each other is not helping our passing at all. So maybe if we would give each other just a little bit more space to work. You know, our players that have some individual quality on the ball can do something with it. Because it looks like we're not a great passing team. You know, we're at 70% so far, so not the worst. But another highlight here. Oh, come on. What an ugly... Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. That's terrible. That's ugly. That is ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. And the goals we've been allowing have been just ugly goals. I think last in the live comm yesterday, stupid goals from mistakes. We have some players with individual quality. Maybe we need players who are a little bit smarter on the ball. Maybe better passers. Maybe more. I'm not really sure right now, because the entire team's having a bad game other than Davu and Saulo. But that's a really, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, because he's Brazilian, but it's not. Saulo sounds Hispanic. So not really sure what to do there. Maybe I should stop worrying about his name and actually worry about the team. Yeah, we're gonna have to change something here. We might have to make a triple switch. Van der Hayden looks like he's gonna get a yellow card. Another yellow or a straight red. I'm gonna take him off for Loureiro. Bring Arthur on for Paredes. Let's look at the instructions right now. It's not what I wanted. I want him on support. I must have mixed up the tactics when I was changing stuff up. Start off well. They've definitely come back into the game for sure. We have a highlight here. Looks like Barbosa finds Devo, one of our better players today. Hopefully, he can do something. Not a great crosser of the ball. Loureiro. Silva with a great goal. Silva starting off the season really great. Hit that from 25 yards. Great goal. Really great goal. Unstoppable shot. Loureiro here finds Silva, the advanced playmaker, and he just bombs it. What a beauty. And we're tied up with about 15 minutes left. Nice to see the sub get the assist. Quintilla probably having his best game for Union so far with the 6.9. End of the 90 here, probably going to go into injury time. Any kind of result would be nice at this point. Couple seconds left, I think. And we finally get a point. We finally get our first point in the first division. Disappointing, yeah. Our own goal was disgustingly dumb. But we finally got a point, which is nice to see. We're no longer bottom, but that we've kind of already, we have other teams have a game in hand, so that might not last. But we have to take things in stride. Let's look at the schedule coming up. All right, guys. So unfortunate to do a little bit better that game. We got our first point of the season. That's what we really needed, just to get us off the schneid. We're gonna play at home against Paços de Ferreira. That's probably our biggest home game so far. Benfica. I don't know who's been winning the titles recently. Let's look. Where's past winners? It's kind of gone back and forth. Benfica, Porto, Sporting, Benfica. Usually it's one team kind of dominates for a few years. But it seems like it's been back and forth. So we're gonna have to, make sure we're ready for those type of teams. So we're planning to do Paços de Ferreira, Benfica, Belenenses, and then come up against whoever we're gonna play in the Taça Portugal. We need to get confirmation on that. Hopefully it'll be maybe a lower division side that we can kind of express ourselves a bit, kind of, show off our ability. We need to focus on just getting points, working results. Hopefully we can get our first win by tomorrow's episode, but it'll be tough. So, yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching today. Thank you guys for watching our first point earned. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and stay close to my friends.